check it out. We wear our safety equipment here. Oh man, drifting. Drifting's fun, always fun, never frustrating, ever. Oh, I don't even know where to begin. So you guys saw my run. If you look at the end of the run, it's right before the finish line and right before I let off. You can hear it in the video if you listen real carefully. Basically, it just chucks a rod. We threw a rod right outside the oil pan. Car's right here. I would get under there and show you, but I don't think it would be that easy. First off, I want to say sorry to John Vick. He was the one in the video helping me right along Carlton right after it happened. And in my 6 or 7 years of drifting, I'm not like one of those hothead guys or those temper tantrum guys or anything like that. I'm just not like that. I'm a pretty chill guy. Don't really get, pissed off at any kind of thing regarding drifting. But that whole day started off bad. But back to that, I just want to say sorry to John Vick. He was the one that was right there helping me out, when it first happened. And I was kind of slamming. I threw my helmet, never thrown my helmet in my life. So I did call him right away afterwards, said sorry to him, came up to him, talked to him. No big deal, no hard feelings. He understood where I was in that situation. The reason why I was so frustrated is this motor was just built. We just got this thing built, and this was my technically really my third real event since it happened, since we had it built. So it's a very fresh 600 horsepower 427 Windsor, and it threw a rod right out the oil pan. Cylinder number 8 is what it seems. It's right below that on that side. Pulled a spark plug cylinder number 4. Pulled a spark plug from 3 and 4, and they both look good. So hopefully it didn't get up into the head. Won't know until we start tearing some stuff apart. Today we are gonna go and tear apart the valve covers off each side, take a look at the valve train, see how that is. See if everything's tight up top. It kind of just gives us a little bit more information that we can do very quickly. Once that's done, we need to get the car on the lift, and I gotta get this thing pulled. At first, it's been a couple days. It's Monday now. It's real discouraging for me because I'm not getting a lot of drive time. In the past, if you count the events in the past, in the past 6 events, I've gone through 2 motors, 600 horsepower motors. The first one was a 351 Windsor block stroke to a 427, and that was an OEM block. So that thing just cracked over time. So that's fine. That's not a big deal. That's something that's going to happen after 3.5 years of abuse on it. That's what happened, is the block cracked, and I got so much drive time out of that thing, so much. And to have a brand new dart block and blow a motor just 4 events in is real frustrating and real discouraging. And I was pretty bummed for the first day, and finally pulled my head out of my ass yesterday and realized that this is racing, and it is what it is. So yeah, so you guys are gonna see everything. We're not a type of channel that's gonna hide stuff and blame people for other stuff and kind of fake stuff. We don't do that here. So you guys see everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. Tears, beers, blood, sweat, all of it. So you guys are gonna see us rip this motor out. But yeah, that's where we're at. I'm not gonna give up. I don't know my plans right now with the motor. I don't know if I'm going to rebuild it right away. I don't know if we're gonna get started on another project. I don't know if we're gonna pull the S550 in and start working on that. I don't know. Also need to talk to the engine builder about when we find out what happens, how it happened, and why it happened. We're super safe timing. We're super safe rev limiters, 6,900 RPM. This thing could rev to 8,000 if we wanted. Jets were super safe. I mean, we were on the rich side. We definitely weren't lean because of the altitude difference and the air density over in Wenatchee. A little different than here. So if anything, we were rich. I can confirm that when we pull the carb off and check the jets. But yeah, man, happens. Gotta just keep moving forward and not let it get you down. It got me down for a day, and I was pretty bummed, and I threw a temper tantrum, and that was embarrassing. You guys are gonna see it. So it is what it is. Time to move on and keep the head up. So you guys are about to see what's next. Alrighty, Steve's here, came over to help out for a second. We're gonna take a look, pulling the plugs, checking all the plugs, and we're gonna pull the valve covers real quick. Just a couple quick things to kind of give us a couple answers, hopefully. We really need to pull the motor and get that all done. That'll probably be here, hopefully maybe start tomorrow or the next day. But Steve was in town, so he's helping us out. Thanks, Steve, as always.
You bet.
And let's try to get some answers real quick. See if we find anything. All right, so got the two valve covers off. This one, there wasn't really any puddled up oil. There's a little bit right here that I can grab. So don't see much on that one, but on the other side, you're not gonna be able to see it in the camera. Maybe you can see it on here on the very end of the magnet right there. I checked to see if it was magnetic. There's a little piece that I grabbed. I know it's kind of hard to see, but oh yeah, yeah. There's a little piece on the very top there.
A little shiny thing.
Yep, that I grabbed, and it's magnetic. So that's all the way up on top of the head. So one of the theories is that the windage tray came apart, which we've had happen before. We kind of changed windage trays and got rid of the mesh one that kept coming apart and went to a solid one. However, we've had them loosen up before. All right, show them real quick. So we're gonna go counterclockwise because clockwise locked up. But if you look at the top of the distributor as I rotate the motor,
it's not moving.
It's not moving at all. We went clockwise, but it stopped me. So I stopped and I went counterclockwise to look at the distributor. So possibly broken cam?
Cam, timing gear.
Something. So time to pull the distributor and take a look down there.
You sure you want to take a look down there?
Not really.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah,
Thanks,
buddy.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
Just still in my work clothes, delivering Gatorades, because, dude, you have a problem.
Alrighty, it's the next day and it's time to pull the motor. So the only thing that's done is the valve covers are loose, carb hat's off, distributor is loose. You ready? Told Carlton we're gonna time it, see how long it takes us to pull a trans, and then see how long it takes us to pull the motor. You said what?
So he's to work harder?
Yeah, so what'd you say? 45 minutes and then 15 minutes to drink beer?
Yeah.
So an hour is your guess.
Yeah. Maybe 15 minutes for beer. Yeah, I have the car up on there.
Oh, I know. We have to jack it up still, but we're gonna start the timer once the car's on the lift, because that's gonna take 20 minutes in itself right there. So
15 minutes of beer.
plus 15 minutes of beer, so that's 35 minutes. Yep. What's that?
You might have to take the fan shroud out.
Yes, the plan was to probably do that because I don't want it to hit it.
Definitely.
It's gonna be added time there.
Definitely an hour.
An hour?
Yeah,
so you're going.
There's 800 rivets in it.
Okay, so your time is your time frame that you're guessing is an hour, 60 minutes.
Well, 75 minutes now.
75.
I didn't take away 15 minutes of beer.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. That's fair. I'm going
45 minutes.
45. Under 45 minutes.
You're keeping it at 45?
Yeah, that's my guess.
You're gonna be working hard.
I think me and you can have the trans out in 15 minutes.
Felt like 15 minutes.
It's quick. So I told them 2 hoses are off, valve covers are loose, which don't even matter for pulling it because I'm going to put a bolt back on to keep them on there. Still going to empty all the water, everything, and distributor's loose, and that's it. That's all we've done. Start the timer. You ready? Go!
Going.
Bro, we're already 4 seconds in. What was that?
We got a squirter.
All right, quick check-in. Made an absolute mess. That sucks. 26 minutes. 26 minutes already. We get this out.
I haven't even had a beer yet.
We get this out, trans out in 15 minutes. Hook that up to that. Pull it. 2 bolts, we're done.
Thought I needed to go, didn't know I needed you so, but I don't wanna be away from you. She'd have never gone away from you. Came back, you're gone, and you were right all along. She'd have never gone away from you. How could I let you go right now? Will you come back when I tell you so?
Alrighty, we're about to pull it. He's getting the motor mount nuts off. It is 54 minutes. And he has coolant going down his butt crack.
Dude, it's so cold. It stinks.
This dude's in a hurry. He's hustling.
I'm stuck right now though. We gotta go up a little bit.
With the car or?
Yeah, no, the motor. That's better. Oh, Jesus.
Unreal. Alright. We'll be back when we get it out.
56 minutes. Yeah, brake line. Good. Money.
I'm gonna take 4 minutes to pull it all the way out.
We got 4 minutes for beer.
It's 19 minutes for beer.
What about this though? Sir?
What about this?
Yeah, don't worry about the rust. That's
the real reason why.
that's
right?
nothing
That's
compared
the
to
real
what we
reason
got
why
going
we're
on.
Pulling it out, right?
Yeah.
We're just gonna paint the block.
Yeah.
We knew we could do it in 54 minutes. We could have just pulled it out and painted it, dude. Hold on.
All right, here it is. Under an hour. That's not bad at all. And that's the hole, as you guys just saw. You know what we should do is peek a flashlight in there real quick. Oh, it's messing up the camera. I can't see anything.
Go that way with the. Yeah, no, that doesn't work.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh no, dude. Look at the bolt. Got up into that. I hope the block's okay. It dented the pan over so hard. That bolt's like sideways.
But that's not. Yeah.
I don't know.
If it's just something like that, that's not a big deal. But if it's, I guess we'll just see what launched internally. I mean, that's all. That's all you can really do.
Oh well, what do you do? So I think we're just gonna drain the oil and tear it apart tomorrow when we have more time. All right, drain the oil, call it a night. Tomorrow we inspect. I gotta go poop. All right, started to drain the oil. And as you can see in there, kind of be able to see there's some flakes. Pretty good flakes in there. And there's my drain plug. So that is all steel on a magnet, right? Just making sure you're paying attention.
Sure.
So it's not good. We are going to let the front sump drain, and then we're going to pull out the back and see how bad that is, but that's going to have probably bigger chunks on it. So stay tuned. All right. Rear one looks a little worse.
Imagine that.
Big surprise.
There's metal in your motor.
Dude, something let go bad. I really want to pull it off.
You think so? I was thinking it was gonna be okay.
I kind of want to take the pan off.
You better let Stevie do it.
Let for Uncle Steve. We'll wait for you because I know that you want to do it.
So stupid.
I had a good 4 events on that motor. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time. I remember every event. Hey, now would be a great time for you guys to take a look at our Skidiots website, skidiotsgarage.com. You know, we have shirts for sale, hats, stickers. It all goes back into our channel and our drifting. So, gonna need someone to hop on there and buy 45 shirts, please.
More like 400.
Yeah, more like 400. Hey, but take a look how nice my clutch looks.
Dude, it's like brand new.
Woo!
That's crazy. Why does it look so good?
It's like I just replaced it after my first event. I don't know. Did people know how much these motors cost and what you got in them? I mean, I don't need to tell you exactly what it cost, but I can tell you how much the block was because I just bought the block when we built this motor, and the block was shipped. Everything out the door was like $3,200. So there's one price for you guys, just if you're curious. Just the Dart 427 iron block is about $3,200. So doesn't cost, or that doesn't include the brand new lifters that I bought at the time, all the new bearings, seals, gaskets, everything. So the heads I had, the intake I had, valve covers had that, had the oil pan. So
That saves you a big chunk,
yeah,
but still.
still very expensive. So
I mean, what would you say, like, with the 3 times you've had it built? Like a rough estimate.
Disgusting. Like how much I'm into them, you think?
Yeah.
I would say over 20 grand.
Yeah.
At least. If you were to just go and build this from scratch, you'd be over 10K.
Yeah.
Like first off build, dart block, everything, heads, cam, intake, all that, you're over 10K at minimum.
Yeah, I know.
As you would know. Yeah. And you got a deal on your setup.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Still, it's just crazy.
yeah, no, I'd say over 20K in the 3
Iterations.
times that I've done this.
3 iterations.
Yeah.
This is going to be Rev D.
3 Rev D.
Yeah.
We will commence tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that's the right term.
Is it?
Is commence tomorrow, or would it be
It's commence, isn't it?
like,
Am I wrong?
I don't know. I'm not educated. I don't know.
We will continue tomorrow.
It's so simple. I like that way.
Alrighty, Steve's here. Got the motor on the stand. Got it flipped over, and you guys saw the hole earlier or yesterday, but there it is again. So we're gonna get the pan off. We just flipped it over and just heard a ton of
Fart.
yeah, and a little bit of a crooked and broken bolt there. Came out. Oh yeah, she's a little bent.
It's all yours.
All mine?
All
Okay. You got that side?
Yep.
I'm gonna flip it right over. Oh, buddy. Woo!
A rod.
Yep.
Rod exploded.
There it is.
It's the rod.
Yep.
But you know what?
It's this side. So yeah, cylinder. You were right. Cylinder 4.
It did.
It's right there.
It's gonna be sleeved. They cracked it. They got it.
They got the block. Oh, yep. Oh yeah. Look down there. Oh man. Holy shit. Yep. Just chucked the rod. Definitely got into the block. This corner. And right down there. Whew.
Did it hit the cam? Break the cam? Nope.
Cam is a little. It's a little scarred up on this side.
The rod definitely broke.
Yep.
The rod broke, man. That's a heavy duty rod.
I think the crank's probably toast too then, huh? Looks pretty scarred up over here.
Does it?
Yeah, on this edge.
Yeah, that's what punched everything out.
Yep. Woo! Oh yeah, gonna need new pistons. Pistons, rods, crank, sleeve the block. It's a full rebuild.
Why'd that rod break though? That's
Well,
nothing we did, buddy.
No, it's nothing
That's
we did.
nothing we did.
I don't know why it broke. Man, well, you guys can see it here, full carnage. So unfortunately it did get into the block. From what we can tell, it doesn't look like the block is like cracked, but it's pretty gummed up down there where, yeah, some big chunks out of there, Steve.
Yeah, we'd have to see it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a look to see if it's okay, but you guys can kind of see if you look down in there, right where the end of that rod is, it is chunked up on the whole bottom end of that cylinder. So fingers crossed that the block's okay, because that's the big money part right there. So, alrighty. So it's the next day. Yeah, as you guys saw, we had a catastrophic failure. So if you look on number 4 bearing, where the number 4 bearing should be, you can see how gummed up the crank is, and it looks like the bearing spun a bearing, welded it to the crank, and tossed the rod. So the block is pretty chewed up, as you guys can see. Chewed it up even on this side too. Yeah, not good. Looks like there's a ARP bolt stuck in between the cam, so that's not good. Pistons are bad, rods are bad, crank's bad, pretty sure the cam is bad. Block is questionable, so don't know if it's savable or not, but yeah, this motor's toast, which sucks big time. So don't know the plan yet. Don't know the plan with this car. Don't know what we're gonna do. Haven't figured any of that out yet. But we'll let you guys know here very soon. We'll let you know the plan. We'll let you know what's going on with the motor. And yeah, but that's about it for that. Don't even know what to say. Push the car outside and figure it out, right? We are finally going to tear into it, get everything into the bins. Steve's coming over, and we're going to get everything put away and cleaned up and dig 100% into it to try to figure out the exact cause. My engine builder wants to know what happened, because he wants to know if this is something that he needs to take care of, or if it's part failure on our end, or what. So we're going to get everything ripped off, get it all put in bins, and try to figure out what happened. So you guys are going to see that now.
If this is not the end of a story, you know I gotta know now. If you'll be here, I will hold ya, love you again like no other. If this is not the end of a story, you know I gotta know now.
Okay, our hope here is that nothing got into the head, because if it got into the head, then we pretty much have total loss, right?
Nope.
Valve.
That valve is
Valve
bent.
is done.
That valve took a hit. That's the only. No, this one too. Hit, hit, and hit. So
The head's good though.
intake on 1, exhaust on 2, exhaust on 4 took a hit. Yeah. But look at the pistons.
4 is the worst
You can
one
see
for
you can
sure.
see where they hit, but look how tough they are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one hit the worst right there. 4.
Isn't that the one our rod's
Yep.
destroyed on?
That's the one that the rod blew.
Well, that's good news. You
Head gasket looks good.
can reuse these if you wanted to. The other head, but
So far that head's good. We're gonna pull this head real quick, make sure everything's good over here. But the rod blew on that side, so that's
but look at that.
for the
It's all
yeah.
nice.
So we're gonna pull this head and then timing cover. See how the cam looks, because we think the cam's broke.
I think
Well,
we broke up here.
we know the cam's broke, right? We were rotating the so. All right, Steve, tell them what we found.
This is the cam gear bolt.
That's not supposed to be like that.
It's broken.
So that kind of
So
changes our
now-
thinking here a little bit.
Right here. I don't think the cam's broke. The dowel pin broke. It's the whole thing spun. See that? There's half of the dowel pin right there. So that sheared.
The dowel pin did.
Yeah. I don't. There it goes. It was the cam.
So that's what it was.
It sheared that off and
It sheared the dowel
the
pin.
cam stopped.
Well, do you think
Bam,
maybe
bam, bam.
You think maybe the bolt broke and then it sheared the, or would it have sheared that first? No,
No, the bolt broke,
sheared that,
sheared that.
caused everything to.
Piston comes up, hits the valve.
Yeah.
But what's weird is, what I don't understand is this right here. Okay, here's your piston, right?
Oh, don't mind all that.
And some parts of it.
There's the top of it. Now you tell me that this could make enough force to blow this rod up. This is an I-beam rod.
It didn't hit it that hard.
No, but I think the rod
barely hit
broke. I think it was a series. I think the rod broke, and then everything got shocked hard enough that the cam probably caught a piece of material in it and stopped rotation.
Okay.
No, it's
But I'm still going with this rod broke, right here. Cause see how that piece is?
yeah, it's torn.
Yeah, it's not.
And look at how heavy duty these rods are. I mean, they're designed for load force.
Right.
You see how much material there is there? They're not solid like some of them. They're a lighter rod, but still, it's an I-beam.
Yeah, it would take a lot to actually break one of those.
I think the rod broke. This would make a cool leg for a coffee table.
Make it into a lamp.
Along with the oil pan.
All right, well, there it is. Tory Jr. came out to join us. What's up, buddy? Say hello.
Sorry, you said buddy.
He just woke up. So we are finished tearing this thing down. This is the motor. Now in bins. Yeah, pretty catastrophic. I think what we finally concluded is that we believe some rod bolts, ARP bolts, they don't just snap. We believe they came loose, they or one of them came loose and finally did snap, or came all the way out. Well, no, it wouldn't have came all the way out because they were both snapped off. So that's what we think happened. We've never had oiling issues with any of these motors, no matter what. So I don't think that bearing just spun and caused the rod to fail. It's either that rod bolt came out, or cap bolt came out, or the rod just failed. But I doubt that that's the case. The reason why you spend the money on these, rods is so that doesn't happen. And it's not like this is a crazy high horsepower motor. It's 600 horsepower. The whole recipe with this motor and the cam and the crank, rods, pistons, everything was just to keep it simple and keep it safe and make it last long. So it didn't. And that's something we're going to talk to the engine builder about. He's pretty well known, and he is somebody that also built Carlton's motor and has done a lot of motors for us and the guys that we race with, and kind of our guys. I mean, he built numerous motors for Daniel, our good buddy, a bunch of motors for the homes. So we do trust him, but we're going to talk to him and see what he thinks. So more to come on that, but that's it. This is the end of the video, figuring out what's wrong with the motor, right?
Sure.
And yeah, motor still does not run. It did not fix itself.
It definitely did not fix itself, and it now definitely won't. Unless it, maybe the bins, dude.
Yeah, maybe it'll go there.
Maybe the pistons will grow back together.
Yeah.
Being in the dark, they're kind of like a mushroom.
Yeah. Sir? Yep.
Oh, that's how he feels.
Exactly what he feels about this motor being down. Also in the process, as far as like what's savable, pretty much nothing. Even the heads nick some valves, so the heads all need all new valves anyways. So yeah, pretty much nothing is savable. Crank's gone, cam's gone. Well, I shouldn't say that. We got to check the block. I mean, now that you guys can see it, you can see how big of a chunk is taken out of the skirt, the bottom of the skirt there. And that's a giant chunk taken out. So these blocks are made to be sleeved, but I don't know. We'll see. That's another thing we got to talk to the engine builder about to see if he can sleeve it. So that's it. Shit happens. You know, you can't really get down about it. As you guys saw in the last video, I was pretty pissed off at Wenatchee. So it kind of started off as bad day and continued to be bad day. And but that's drifting, so it happens, and can't really get your hopes down. The whole consensus of her, Tory Jr., Carlton, and myself, and Clea is we get started on a new drift car for me. We'll leave it at that.